Hello everyone, my name is Zard and welcome back to another video. Today I'll be taking a look at set number 75327, the Luke Skywalker's Red 5 X-Wing helmet. So this set is from the third wave, I guess you can say, of 18 plus helmet sets. Of course, we started with the Boba Fett, the Stormtrooper, and the TIE Fighter, and then the TIE Pilot, and then we got the Scout Trooper as well as Darth Vader last year, and now we have Luke Skywalker, the Mandalorian, and a Dark Trooper this year. So of course this year is really, I would say, branching out from that Imperial, of course Boba Fett less so, but still kind of around that Imperial wave of helmets, whereas this wave really is starting to branch out. Of course the Dark Trooper, but it's really branching out, which excites me for the future of these sets. Right now I love these sets. I think they're very cool. I love the idea behind them. I think the whole helmet line is really great, and I just like these display sets. I think they look really good together, and even by themselves with an accompanying set. Like, I would say on a stand, if you have it flying behind, I would say the X-Wing that released last year would look amazing with this set. Just like accompanying sets like that, I think would look really good. So this set costs $70 or $79.99, I believe, which around 80. That's Canadian, which, you know, is quite a bit, but I would say for this one in particular, it's not as bad. But I believe it's the same price for the Dark Trooper, which I do feel is a bit up there on the price range of these sets. So this set is different in the other ones, as in that you don't really have a full-fledged front area. Of course, you have a lot of space there. This set does have 675 pieces, so it's not necessarily too small in the piece range. It's not like it's like 400 pieces because you don't have that middle area there. But you do have some detailing on the inside of it, which is really nice. And as well, I just want to mention this, compared to how they did the Batman helmets last year, they have the 1966 as well as the just normal Batman cowl. Those use clear pieces, and I think this just does it a lot better. I think it looks a lot better seeing the stand through there. I would say this helmet is not necessarily my favorite helmet in Star Wars. I find Rebels as a whole, or not Rebels as a series, Rebel items, Rebel outfits, Rebel vehicles even, to be less exciting than, say, Republic, Imperial, Separatist. Those vehicles I find a lot more, and costumes a lot more exciting than Rebel costumes. But this is my favorite helmet from this year, I would say, which is kind of surprising to me because I feel like The Mandalorian would tend to be my favorite because of how much I enjoy that series. And even though I do really enjoy The Mandalorian so much, I just think that this helmet is quite different than what we've got. And of course, The Mandalorian is very similar to that I was about to say Jango Fett, Boba Fett helmet, and it's just nice to get something different here, and I think it's really well done. So of course this set does have a stand like all these sets, which looks nice. It's a nice stand. You have Luke Skywalker, the Red 5, the Lego Star Wars logo that is printed, which is nice. Here's the front area with the goggles, which use trans orange pieces, which is built up really nicely using those cheese slopes to line up with those pieces perfectly. You have a bit of padding where I would guess the ears of a person would go, a little microphone there, as well as a chin strap, which is all built quite nicely. It is somewhat flimsy, and of course it is posable, so you can change depending on how you want your helmet to look. Up here you have a couple of the New Republic, I would believe, insignias there, which look really nice on those printed dishes there. And I believe those are prints there as well. They look nice. Now, of course, being printed on a darker color, the white, it doesn't come off as solid as the actual white bricks there, but it is still pretty good. You have a couple stickers there, which I think look nice and add some nice detailing here. Everything here really lines up using the sloped pieces. Here's just the side of the helmet. In that angle, it looks really, really good. You have some stickers there as well as some prints. There's a lot to do here with lining your parts up correctly, and I can even see that I didn't do a great job right there. You have a long yellow tube piece right there, which is attached there, and then goes right down to there, to that clip. I think the shaping here is nice. Of course, you have a bit of spacing there and there really at all of the points. This one's really good, but overall I think it's done really well. This is built up quite nicely. If you built one of the helmet collection, it is very much similar to that with this design, whether it's a stormtrooper or a scout trooper. They all have very similar building techniques to build the sides or the studded areas of these helmets up. There's the other side. It is, I believe, the exact same as the other side, and it looks quite nice. I really like those printed Rebel dishes there, and really I like this helmet a lot. I would say this is one of my top of the helmet sets. I think my favorite's probably Boba Fett, and then maybe that I have them, just looking at them here, I really liked the Scout Trooper from last year, but I think I might have to put this one ahead. I really like this set. And now, I'm just going to take a look at the box of the set and then go into my final thoughts on this set. So, that was my review of the Luke Skywalker's Red 5 helmet. I really like it. I think it's a really great set. I think the building techniques are really nice. Of course, this being an 18 plus set, you get to do some more exciting building techniques than a 5, 10 plus set, whatever it may be. This really gets some nice building techniques in there. This is built up very okay, can't even speak, but I think you knew what I was talking about. Very similar to the other helmet sets. It's built up in a very similar way. The details here I think are really nice. All the colors here are quite nice. I like what they did here to have the helmet just sit on the stand instead of putting clear pieces in there. And I really do enjoy this set. I think it's a great addition to the helmet line. It's nice to get some variety of things that aren't Imperial helmets. I think those were great, but it's nice to get some different things. Now I'm hoping for some even sequel stuff, but prequel stuff for sure is something I'd love. I really want a clone helmet. That I'm just gonna get that out of the way. I really do want a clone helmet. I think a wonderful way to do it is have it around the size and price, I guess, of really most of these, as say the Stormtrooper, around the size of that. And so price would normally be $80, right, for that set, a plain P2 clone trooper, or sure phase 1 if you want to go that. But if they had released it this year, I think it would have been a wonderful 20th anniversary Attack the Clone set to have a phase 1 clone helmet. Just thinking of that now, that would have been a bit of a good idea. But with Revenge of the Sith coming up in I think a couple years, maybe not next year, but the year after, I think it'd be really nice if we got a Phase 2 clone helmet around that $80 price. But I'm thinking another way, instead of just going with a plain Phase 2 clone, why not bump it up about $20 and you get a bunch of extra pieces so that you can change it up. You can have your plain Phase 2 clone, or if you want to add some pieces, some blue pieces, you can make it a 501st. You have some orange pieces, make it a 212th. Have some gray pieces and some insignias, some printed insignias, make it a Wolfpack helmet. I think it'd be a really exciting clone helmet, and then you really don't have to have other Clone Legion helmet sets. You can just have it in one, and if you want, you can buy multiple so you can have them all on display. And then, of course, in the future, maybe we can get some commanders or captains or whatever it is. But I think that would be a great set in a couple years, especially with the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith, which, considering how fast I've felt time has gone by in the last little while, it's going to feel like we're just right around the corner of the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith. And given what the last few, even original trilogy films, but prequel trilogy films have gotten when in terms of anniversaries, I don't expect much. And I really think that Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter that's coming out in the summer is just a coincidence that it's the 20th anniversary of Attack of the Clones, and I think it's mainly being released because of the Kenobi show. But this was my review of the Luke Skywalker's Red 5 helmet. I kind of went on a tangent there talking about future helmet sets and other LEGO sets and other LEGO Star Wars sets. But I really like this set. I would for sure recommend it. I think it's a great addition to the helmet line, and I think if you would buy one set from the helmet line this year, I would suggest the Luke Skywalker's Red 5 helmet. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.